is coming a little bit late. I was on a 2-week European vacation with my family when I hit 50K, so I'm just getting around to filming it now that I am home. So sorry for the delay, but don't worry, it will be a nice long video answering every single question that you guys asked. I will get to every question, no matter how long it takes. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're gonna do it. So yeah, thank you guys for asking questions, and thank you for being subscribed to me. I will film a whispered ramble all about my trip, about the good, the bad. There was definitely bad and a lot of good. I'll tell you all about it. Went to Europe, came back with a middle part. It's not even in the middle, whatever, because I don't know how to do my hair. But if you watch that video, I'll tell you how that came about. But yeah, happy to be home, happy to be back to filming, and let's get started with your questions. I'm gonna start with the YouTube ones, and then I'll do the Instagram ones after that. I don't even see this question right now, but I'm gonna start with it because I get it on every Q&A, and I know that there's 10 people that asked it, and that is something along the lines of what made you start your channel, what got you into watching ASMR or whatever, or doing ASMR. I have been into ASMR since before it was cool. I think I was 12 years old, and I was aware that I experienced ASMR, but I didn't know what it was. And I had videos, shows, whatever, that I would go back to over and over and over again, because there was a split second part that gave me ASMR, and I would watch that video and just to get that, but I didn't know what it was. And one day I looked up whispering. I was like, maybe there's a whole video of this, and I found ASMR. That was a long time ago. But how I started my channel was in 2022. I was working my full-time job after college. It was a remote customer service type job, so I needed to be at my computer 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, but there was not that much work for me to do. I work really quickly, and when people don't need help, they don't really need me. So it was taking me 2 hours a day to do my work, and the rest of the time I was just sitting there watching Netflix, or I don't know. And I was getting ready to move to Boston, which is a very expensive city, and I was like, what if I could find a side hustle to do? So I tossed around tutoring, all kinds of things that I could do from home, but while I was doing my other job, which hopefully no one from my old job is watching this, because that's probably illegal. But I was sitting there while I had nothing to do, and I was knitting one day, and I thought, I've watched knitting ASMR videos before, and they were amazing. What if I just filmed myself knitting while I'm working, and what if I made money from it? So I started out by actually posting drawing and knitting ASMR videos, and then it just evolved, and I started doing this. I don't know how, and I started making money from it, and here we are. So it's not all about the money, but it kind of was what if I could have a side hustle? And I started doing this. So yeah. Okay, next question that I actually see on here. What made you want to pursue geneticism? I don't think I've ever heard the word geneticism before, but I guess genetics. Since I am in genetic counseling school, if you don't already know, I have literally always loved genetics. Been obsessed with it. In 7th grade, we learned how to draw a Punnett square, and I was like, this is amazing. I've always had a fascination with it. I've been good at it. It just like makes sense to me. And so it just so happened that the college I went to is one of like not many universities that offer a genetics major, and I was like, sign me up. So here we are. Not that interesting, but I love it, and that's what I do. Okay, this person said I'll provide some oddly specific ones. Thank you. I love oddly specific questions. What was your favorite thing to sleep with / cuddle as a child? My blue blankie, affectionately named Blue Blue, and yes, she's still on my bed. Judge me if you want. She's ripped to shreds. I'm 25 and I'm not ashamed to sleep with Blue Blue, okay? My brother makes fun of me for it. He was like, aren't you embarrassed when the room attendants come in our room on this trip and they see your blankie? I'm like, no. No, I'm not. What does your bedroom ceiling look like? It's white. No texture. Just white. What color are your kitchen cabinets? White, I think. Yeah, they're white. How many drawers does your bedroom dresser have? I have one right here that has 5. It's long, and then I have one over there that has 6, and it's like a long one. Do you use the top drawer of your dresser for socks? Great question. The top drawer of my dresser is for underwear and bras. The second drawer is for socks. Do you have to go up and down any stairs to bring your groceries in? Like 3, yes. At what number do you like to have your TV volume set to? Like 22. If you're my dad, you like it at about 67. Does everyone else's dad do that? Follow up, do you like to keep it at an odd or even number? Always even. Did I say an even number? Did I say 22? Yeah, okay. Always even. Oh my god. Perfectionist. Is your washing machine a top load or front load? It's front load. Here, at both of my apartments in Boston, it was top load. Does my dinnerware match? The dinnerware at this house, my parents' house, yes, it matches. On my own, no, not one bit. I have like one set of IKEA silverware from 6 years ago. I have like old silverware from who knows what. If it acts like a fork and looks like a fork, I shall use it as a fork. Does your phone case have a cool texture or feature on it? No. It is, well, it's like rubbery. I don't know, but that's it. Okay, thank you for those questions. Favorite movie? The Parent Trap. Favorite TV show? Friends. Favorite band / artist? Currently, I think it's Borns. Is that how you say it? With like the Swedish like O with the slash through it. They're my favorite at the moment. But I know like in my last Q&A I probably said Briston Maroney, which still love him. Yeah. Favorite song? Literally can't even answer that because I have a new favorite song every day. One that I'm really liking right now by Borns is called Sad Face. I don't know. Listen to it. That's just one I can think of right now. Yeah, that's one I'm gonna say for now. Favorite book? I don't read. Probably Outliers is what I'm gonna say because I really like nonfiction analytical love Zurich, Switzerland. But I honestly like living in the States. Like when I'm like away from the States, I love seeing new things. I love Europe, but like I'm kind of excited to get back to like some American things. If my family was there with me, maybe Seattle or Boston. I was born in Seattle. I lived in Boston. Both of those are top favorites for me. Favorite video you've recorded since starting your channel? That's a good one. I might say my recent videos that are like, if you get an answer right, you can go to sleep. They're really fun to film, and I'm so glad you guys like them because they're so fun and they're pretty easy for me to do. So I love that. But I think like, gosh, the one I did that was like every country's national dish, that took me so much work. I don't even want to know how many hours I spent on that video, and it did not get that many views. If you love me, go watch that video to make me feel better. It took me so much work, so it's like, what was most fun for me to film? What like took me a lot of work and I'm really proud of, you know. What other videos would you like to do, ASMR wise, or any, but you're too intimidated to do them? I mean, I would love to do any and all other types of ASMR videos, like role plays or just trigger videos, but they just don't get a ton of views on my channel. I'm kind of stuck in a niche, and that's what happens with YouTube, and that's fine. Yeah, but I mean, I've grown up watching like day in the life vlog videos, and I'm like, man, if only that could be me. But I'm happy doing what I do. Who or would you cut or color your hair, and how short would you go, / what color would you pick? I've had short hair before. I'm not going back. I did get my hair cut, you guys. Can you believe I got like 7 or 8 inches off my hair, and it still looks like this? I like long hair, and I've never dyed it before. But if I did, I'd probably try to go like a little bit more red. I don't know why on camera my hair looks like close to black, like very, very dark. In real life, in the sun, it has like a reddish tint to it. So maybe I'd like lean into that and go a little more red. Thank you for those questions. How is your German going? Have you been practicing, perhaps with your family, since your dad is Swiss? German's going pretty well. I have like a 700 something day streak on Duolingo. Yeah, so it's fun, and it was super fun to be in Switzerland last week and get to like talk to my grandma, and I was like, oh my god, I understand what she's saying. This is crazy, because it was the first time I understood what my grandma was saying, and it was super fun. I am not great at languages. Like, I did not know how to respond to her, but I picked up what she was saying, so yeah. Thank you. like I've been to 15. But I think that's it. I don't know. I've been to Aruba and Curacao, which are technically part of the Netherlands, but I've never been to mainland Netherlands. What is your favorite emoji? Probably the laughing, crying one. I mean, that's my most used. I don't know if it's my favorite. Yeah. What languages do you speak? English. Yeah, I'm an ignorant American. Trust me, it bugs me too that Americans don't speak any other languages. And I'm so jealous when I go to like Europe and everybody speaks English, but they also speak their language and probably others. You guys are too cool. Stupid Americans don't have to learn any other language, and I'm one of them. What is your favorite trivia category? Geography. Where do you get all of the 3,000 Things About Me books? The yellow one I got on Amazon, the red one I got at Target. Thank you for your questions. As a kid, where did you think you saw yourself in the future versus as an adult in the future now? That's a fantastic question. I don't even know. I think I probably thought that I would be with the person I was going to marry by now, which I'm not, and that's totally fine. I thought I was going to go to medical school. I don't know. I probably thought I'd have my life more like settled by 25. Like, oh, I'll have a house and be married and, you know, a job, and I'm just like in grad school and I'm living with my parents right now. Not that I feel like I'm behind or like there's anything wrong with that. But I think I probably imagined that 25 would look a little different. How many languages do you speak, or do you want to learn new languages? I would give my right arm to, no, I'm a lefty, I would give my left arm to be able to speak more languages. I only speak English, unfortunately. Learning German, I'd love to be able to speak like anything else, but working on German. Let's see. How long do you plan to do YouTube for? Good question. I have no idea. I'm sure it won't be forever, but as long as you guys let me, as long as you guys are willing to watch my videos, and then I don't know. Have you gotten close to doing different types of ASMR, like role plays or trigger videos? The fact that people don't know that I have done other types of videos tells me all that I need to know. Like, that people don't really watch them, they only watch the ones that I'm known for. But like, I have done trigger videos and they got very few views, and people were telling me to stick to my normal content, so that's what I do. Yeah. What was your favorite grade in school? artists or YouTubers in general. Nanu ASMR is probably one of my favorites, like, just amazing videos. Other than her, I mostly just watch, like, whatever video pops up. Like, usually it's like my first ASMR videos, or like some random ASMRtists Q&A for 1,000 subscribers. I'm like I just watch whatever is recommended to me. Yeah, or if you tag me in a video, I'll probably just watch it. That'll be what I fall asleep to that night. So I'm not like super loyal to a specific ASMR artist. And other than ASMR, I watch dance videos and like news, stuff like that on YouTube. I really don't watch a lot of other YouTubers. Like, I don't know. I really don't. For that type of content, I go to TikTok. Rank your top 5 cereals. It's a great question. I don't eat cereal anymore, but probably Frosted Mini Wheats would be my favorite. Lucky Charms, although not with milk. I'm so particular. I'm not picky, but then there are a few things that just give me the skeeves. And food dyes blending into something else is one of those things. I do not want to see rainbow colored milk in my bowl from Lucky Charms or Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles. I do not want to see rainbow brown in my ice cream from M&M's. No. So Lucky Charms without milk. Probably like Cocoa Puffs. I hate Fruit Loops with a passion. Not Fruit Loops. I can't even think of other cereals. That's how little I eat cereal. Frosted Mini Wheats, Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms. Okay. Which do you prefer? Ooh, I love a good this or that. My brain is not working. If you want to know why my brain is not working, you can watch my review of my trip. Tapping or scratching? Tapping. I don't really like scratching. Whispers or soft spoken? Whispers. Slow or fast ASMR? Slow, but not too slow. Like, I don't like aggressive ASMR, like that hi. I hate that. But I also hate when people are like, hello. Hate that too. Just talk to me like a regular person. Like, this speed is what I like my ASMR. Tell me what you want to say, and like a regular video. So yeah, and I'm assuming if you're here, you probably feel similarly. Mic brushing or camera brushing? Camera. I don't really like the sound of mic brushing, but I like the visual of it. Lo-fi or hi-fi? Lo-fi. I just told you that all the videos I watch are my first ASMR video. Alright. Okay, I already answered that. You're holding a sunflower in your profile picture. Is that your favorite, or do you prefer another type of flower? If I had to pick a favorite flower, probably sunflowers. Answered that. What TV series have you enjoyed recently? I'm watching Modern Family with my mom. That's the show that I'm watching at the moment. What, am I watching anything else? Right now I'm on a movie kick. I've never been a movie person, but I made a goal to watch 10 new movies in 2025, and I am now at 30 new movies for 2025. waffles or pancakes? Oh, this is the most, like, you'd think it'd be silly, but it's the most difficult question you can ask me. Pancakes. Are you someone who enjoys physical media like vinyls or CDs? I love the idea of it, but I don't like own any. But I wish I did. Like, I like the idea of that. Did you struggle with any subject in high school? I wouldn't say struggle, but English and history were just not my strong suit. Like, I was great at math and science, but I had to work a lot harder for English and history. If you could live outside the US, where would you go? Probably Switzerland. Favorite ethnic food or cuisine? Greek food. I have always loved Greek food. I could eat it every single day, and I just went to Greece for the first time, and I can tell you that my opinion is fortified. I still want to eat Greek food every single day. What are your favorite triggers? Whispering. Just normal speed whisper rambling is my favorite trigger. What is your biggest pet peeve? Inconsiderate people. That is the umbrella term for my biggest pet peeve. Inconsiderate people. Whether it's people that are sitting in the back of the plane and they think that they need to be the first one off the plane. Sit your ass down, okay? Like, there are people in front of you who would also like to get off this plane, or people walking extremely slowly and just stopping in the middle of the sidewalk. It's like, do you think you're the only person on the sidewalk? Like, it's just inconsiderate people. People that are only thinking about themselves is my biggest pet peeve. A lot of people want to know where I would live other than the US. If you had to become a WWE wrestler, what would your signature finishing move be? I don't know what that means. Like to finish someone off, or after I win, because I have no idea what to do to finish someone off. I've never wrestled in my life, and I have no desire to. But if I won, I'd do a handstand, because you guys know I like my handstands. Yeah, I don't know. If you could choose to be able to fly or breathe underwater, what would you choose? Fly. Fly, for sure. I could get anywhere I want. Oh my gosh. Yeah, fly. How long does it take you to gather questions for videos? Do you look them up, or do you try to think about them yourself? That's a great question. Totally depends on the video. A lot of my videos, I just use quizzes from Jetpunk. Favorite quiz website, it's just like Sporkle, but it's the one that I use. And those videos take zero time at all. I just get the questions and I do it. There are other videos like the personal question videos where I use my own book, like I write the questions. Those take me a while to come up with new questions I've never done before. Like hours. So it totally depends. And I look up inspiration and I try to come up with some, so yeah. What has been your school class you've enjoyed the most, and which one has almost put you to sleep? I mean, I love anything science. Science has definitely been my favorite. I'm good at math, but I don't like it, so definitely science. Specifically like biology or genetics. What puts me to sleep? Is it hard, and do you feel under pressure trying to juggle your genetic career alongside preparing and making YouTube quizzes? Another fantastic question. Yeah, it is hard. And I do feel under pressure sometimes, but I will say that pressure is self-inflicted. Like, I don't really feel pressured from you guys. I would imagine that if I took a week off from posting, you guys would be very supportive about that. I'm a perfectionist. I started this, I started YouTube, I started posting twice a week, and by golly, I'm gonna stick to it. Like, I would be so disappointed in myself if I didn't. But yeah, it does take a toll, just because right now I feel like there is constantly 24/7 something I could be doing. Like, I'm in class, I'm taking classes, I have this, so when I don't need to be doing school, I'm like, I should probably be writing questions for a YouTube video. And then when I'm not doing that, I have 2 other part-time jobs that I do. So it's just like the mental load of feeling like there is always something I could be doing. Like, when I finish class, I don't feel like, great, now I can watch TV. There's always something to think about, but I brought it upon myself. I love being busy. It's okay. I answered that. Most listened to / favorite songs. Okay, well, let me go look at my Spotify and I'll tell you, because I only gave you one song before. Okay, so some of my favorite songs by Borns at the moment are Sad Face, Blue Corvette, Man, Breakfast of Bohemians, I Don't Want You Back, and then the classics, Electric Love, Fool. God, I like every song by them. Okay. By Peach Pit, I really like Shampoo Bottles and their song Peach Pit. Let's see, what do I like? Oh, Alrighty Aphrodite by Peach Pit as well. I'm kind of liking Rainbow Kitten Surprise at the moment. Devil Like Me and Seven and Cocaine Jesus are all good. Oh, why did I not mention Portugal the Man? I love Portugal the Man at the moment. I really like, what's it called? So Young is one of my favorites by them right now. And Tidal Wave. Those are my most listened to songs at the moment. But like I said, they change all the time. So ask me again for my next Q&A. Let me know if you've heard of literally any of those songs, because I feel like not many people have. What's a meal you're proud to say that you can cook very well? I don't really cook very much. I bake a lot. Cooking, I think I can make some really good mac and cheese. I'll say mac and cheese. But, yeah. Which country would you particularly love to visit for a holiday / vacation? necessarily have that, at least not all the time. Yeah, but I think I also just really value ambition, like doing something with your life, having an impact. Favorite music genre? You tell me. I just told you what bands I like. I don't know where that puts me in terms of genre. What is your study program called, and what kind of career are you able to pursue with your degree? Genetic counseling, and a lot of careers. You can be a clinical genetic counselor, which is where you counsel patients on if they want to pursue genetic testing, whether that's for their unborn baby or themselves or whatever. You can also work in like research, pharmaceuticals, industry, things like that. Would you ever consider doing a how much I make on YouTube video? I think with your focus on science, trivia, and general pragmatic demeanor, it could be one of the best videos ever. I can tell you right now, girl. Guys, I'm such an open book. Like, nothing is off limits for me. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it. So I will tell you that everybody's like rate that they make per 1,000 views is different. It changes, it fluctuates. I can't even see it in my YouTube studio anymore. If you guys know how to even find that, I don't know. I can't see it anymore, but I feel like the last time I did see it, I was making like $5 for 1,000 views. So a video that gets 100,000 views is $500, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I make for a video based on the views. I think if you want actual numbers, last month was my highest earning month yet. Very exciting, and I made about $3,200 for the month. Not ashamed to tell you what I make, whether that's a lot or a little to you. I made $3,200 for the month. It used to be that I never made $1,000 in a month. Right now I happen to be on a little upswing. I'm sure it'll like go back down or plateau or whatever, but right now it's kind of on an upswing, so that's really exciting. But yeah, that's what I made last month. Maybe this was answered before, but what is your zodiac sign? Aquarius. How do you feel about astrology? I'm kind of neutral. Like, I think it's fun to see. It's fun if, something it says about your zodiac sign you feel like aligns with you, but I don't really give it a lot of thought, especially when it comes to like, this zodiac sign is compatible with this zodiac sign. Is like, you can't just place the entire world population into 12 boxes. Like, these 500 million people are all best suited for these 500 million people. Like, no. No. So, I don't know. Maybe you already addressed this, but in a lot of your videos, in the background, there seems to be awards on your table/desk. What are they for? Yeah, the desk is gone. I'll put it back at some point, but right now the awards are up on my dresser. They're for dance. is the best cake slash pie to celebrate success with, and why? I mean, whatever's your favorite, of course, but I love just a good classic cake with frosting, like a vanilla or a chocolate cake. But I also love ice cream cake. Ice cream cake, so good. Do you remember the facts from your trivia videos? I've always wondered if you're like a trivia mastermind. That's a good question. You would think, wouldn't you, that I would be like so smart and know everything. I don't, you guys. I don't. I think I kind of dissociate while I'm making videos, and I'm just focusing on like reading the words, that I'm not really like committing it to memory. I'm not really thinking about it. There are things that stick with me, like sometimes there are facts from fact videos that I like still remember and I still bring up, or a trivia question if it's like something that I care about or am knowledgeable about, that I'm like, oh, I remember, like I saw that answer, but no, I don't like remember everything I've said on here. You'd think I would. How did you know you wanted to go into genetic counseling, and do you have any advice for anyone who wants to go into it? I loved genetics, like I said, and I mean, genetic counseling is definitely like one of the few like stable careers that you hear about if you're majoring in genetics. So it was always kind of an option in my mind, but I think what solidified it for me was doing some shadowing and realizing that genetic counselors can be in so many different types of careers, like not just seeing patients and counseling them, but a lot of different careers. And I was like, okay, this seems like a really good degree to get, and then I have a lot of potential to do different jobs. Advice for someone wanting to go into it: shadow. Go shadow, talk to genetic counselors, see what life is like for them. First of all, it'll help you realize if you actually want to do that or not, and second of all, you need to have shadowing for your applications to schools. So twofold. That's probably a big piece of advice that I could give. And if you really want it, then you got this. You can do it. You can email me if you have any other questions about it. A lot of these are pretty similar. Have you ever seen a ghost? If not, how would you react if you did? No, I've never seen a ghost. Does anyone see ghosts? If I did, I don't think I'd run away. I'd be like, hey, what you doing here? Who are you? I don't think a ghost can hurt you, can it? It's a ghost. No, I'd want to talk to it and be like, tell me about your life. Aisle, middle, or window seat on an airplane? Aisle. I would love the window if there was no one in the other seats. But I need to be able to like get up and go to the bathroom whenever I want, or else I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So aisle. What is a non-American holiday / tradition you would like to experience? Oh, I wish I could put more time and thought into this question. So many things. I love like cultures and yeah. I don't know. I don't know. like serves coffee to her suitor and her family, and he like asks for her hand in marriage, and then there's all these like peculiarities with the coffee. I just love learning about traditions, and it's, I don't know, what would I want to do? I don't know. Pamela, which trivia category would you say is most difficult for you? Probably sports. What are your all-time favorite films, if you have any? Well, I told you The Parent Trap. I love like just classic Disney movies and stuff. Non-animated ones. What are my favorite? I mean, The Proposal, Leap Year, Blades of Glory. Good Will Hunting was one of my new movies for 2025, and that's probably made it into my top list. Those are ones that I can think of right now. You're in a coffee shop. What is your order? Typically like a latte, like a classic latte. Are you recognized by fans while you're out and about? No, I never have been. Never before. Isn't that crazy? I have never been recognized by a fan in public. I have had somebody swipe on my dating app profile and recognize me, ask if I was Pamela ASMR. But I've never had anyone recognize me in public. I don't know if it's because there just hasn't been anyone near me in public, or if it's because I don't look the same in public. I don't know. Like, I usually don't wear my hair like this. A lot of times I'm not wearing makeup. I have a resting bitch face. Like, I don't know. Maybe people just don't recognize me, or they don't want to talk to me. If you see me in public, if you think it's me, if you think it's Pamela ASMR, please come up to me. I would love that. Don't be creepy, don't be weird, but come up to me. I would love to talk to you if you recognize me, and I will take a picture with the first fan that comes up to me, and I will post it on my Instagram. That's my promise. Yeah. I'd love to talk to you guys. I kind of thought about that because I was on a cruise in Europe. We like went to Europe for a few days and then we got on a cruise, and I was like, what if someone on this cruise watches my videos and they just haven't seen me, or they haven't, I don't know. Do you play any video games? No, I don't. What's a video you'd like to do but haven't? A cranial nerve exam roleplay. I think that would be fun, but I would feel like I need a lot of props and setup, and I'm not sure that my viewers would want to watch it. So, is making videos your full-time job? I mean, technically right now, yes, because I'm in grad school and this is my main source of income at the moment, but that's only because I'm in grad school. Like, if I wasn't making videos, I probably wouldn't be making money. Like, I don't know, I wasn't gonna get a job in grad school, so yeah, but once I'm done with grad school, no, it will not be. I'll be a genetic counselor. Oh my god, this was the best question I've ever received. If you could have one liquid pouring from each one of your fingers on your right hand for free and forever, which 5 liquids would you choose? I think this was also the only comment I responded to and said, this is the best question I've ever received. 5 liquids pouring from my hand. That is such a good question. Okay, water, of course, because I like to be hydrated and I hate to be without water. Coffee, because I'm addicted and I hate to be without coffee. So we've got the necessities. What else? I feel like I should do an alcohol and a mixer. But I'm just deciding which one I want to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna say vodka and cranberry juice, because I can make unlimited vodka crans, and cranberry juice is pretty good for you. Good for UTIs and all the things. I've never had a UTI, but you never know. Okay, water, coffee, vodka, cranberry juice. And milk, because I do drink coffee black, but sometimes you want milk in it, right? And then also milk is like the only liquid other than water that you use in baking, and so having like free milk for my baking would be fantastic. Yeah, water, coffee, milk, vodka, and cranberry juice. I'm happy with my decisions. The last question on YouTube was, what are some of your dream travel destinations? Iceland. I want to go everywhere, okay? I really want to go to Scandinavia. Like, I'd love to go to Sweden or Norway, Denmark, Amsterdam. I'd love to go to Amsterdam. I want to go to Machu Picchu, or like South America in general. I want to go to New Zealand. I want to visit the continent of Africa. I don't really know where I want to go in Africa, but I want to go to every continent. I want to go to Antarctica for the same reason. I'd like to experience Dubai. I feel like I don't know if I'd like it, but Japan I'd like to go to. That's kind of countries that I'd like to go to. I need to do more traveling around the US. I haven't, like, people always make fun of Americans or get mad at Americans for not, like, being knowledgeable enough about the world or, like, wanting to leave the US. You guys, do you realize how much we have to explore in the US? Like, the US is like 50 different countries. Like, I've never been to New York City before. I've never been to the largest city in my country. And then there's like so many wildly different national parks that I have never been to. I've never been to Colorado. I want to go to Colorado. Like, there's so much in the US to explore and see. So yeah, those are my places. Is that a long enough response for you? Okay, now moving on to the Instagram ones. I have much less Instagram ones, so we will see. What do you like to do to relax? Love your videos. You should definitely do another soft-spoken one. Sorry, majority rules. Whisper was chosen for this video, but I'll do more soft-spoken, and I always do them on my Patreon, like one a month for Patreon. What do I do to relax? I crochet and knit. I draw and paint. I watch TV, go on TikTok, hang out with friends, run, exercise. ask me questions picture. Cutest little dachshund you've ever seen in your life. Go to my Instagram and look at this beautiful little wiener dog. I love him with my whole heart. He's my favorite dog ever. She's my best friend. I was visiting her in Houston, and she has my favorite dog ever. His name is Axel. He's named after Axl Rose, and he is the cutest little dachshund ever, and I want to steal him and put him in my pocket. So, yeah. Not my dog, unfortunately, but love him. What got you into doing quiz/facts content? I would say it was soft ASMR. Soft ASMR was my biggest inspiration for starting my YouTube channel. Yeah, and she has some fact videos. She's really not like a facts channel, but she's made some facts videos, and I loved them. And when I started my channel, like, I at first didn't want to show my face or my voice, but I decided to start doing that, and my very first video was a facts video, completely inspired by soft ASMR. And then it was shortly after that I was like, what else could I do? And I just had the idea to do trivia ASMR. I was like, that sounds so unique and fun, and nobody's ever done it before, and I'm gonna do it. And then after I made a video, these trivia ASMR videos from like years prior started popping up, and I was like, well, crap, that was not my idea. But it was. It was an original idea in my head. I'd never seen one of those videos before, but then they started popping up, and I was like, oops. But yeah, it was totally just my own, this could be fun idea. Okay, answered that. Answered that. What do you want to do in the future? Would you like to stick with science and genetic work, or do you hope the channel can become a full-time job? No, I don't want the channel to be my full-time job. Even if I was making millions, I think I would want to be doing something else. I can't just like stay home and talk to myself all day. Yeah, I would need to do something. I've also always been a very like academic person, like very into academics, very into like smart people things. Not saying like I'm too smart for this or whatever, but like I need like academic stimulation in addition to doing fun things like this. So yeah. Do you respond to DMs? I do. Sometimes I'll respond after like several weeks because I don't check my ASMR Instagram very often, so I'm sorry. I do respond to people's first DM, as long as it's not inappropriate. I get so many inappropriate DMs. Do not send me an inappropriate DM. You'll just be blocked. That's it. It doesn't really affect me in any way. It's not. You'll just be blocked. So if you want to be blocked, send me an inappropriate DM. I don't know. It's just funny. I just screenshot them and I send them to my friends. So if you want that, go for it. But what was I even saying? This has been a long video. I will respond to people's first DM when they're like being nice. I have had quite a few people that will DM me and then they continuously will reach out and be like, hi, hi, hi. I just don't have the time to like engage and continue saying hi to somebody that I don't know. Like, I don't know, that sounds mean. And like, questions for me if you need to talk about something. Like, I'm here, I'd love to talk to you, but I can't just be like, hi, and like try to engage in like cordial conversation with 50,000 people. So maybe I don't respond to like repeated DMs when you aren't really saying much or aren't like, I don't know, asking me something. That sounds mean, but I'm sorry. I don't have time. What's your most favorite place you've ever traveled to? Probably Santorini. I was just in Santorini, and my goodness. Ah, amazing. Are you a witch? You give witch vibes. Yes, I am. Would you like to see my broom? Favorite fact you've learned from all your quiz videos? That's a good question. The only one that is coming to my mind is how popcorn works. That there's like little bits of water in the popcorn kernel, and so when you heat it up enough, the water inside starts boiling, and then the pressure is what causes it to pop open because of the water inside and the fact that it boiled. Why is that the only fact that's coming to my mind? I don't know, but I know I've learned some crazy cool stuff. What kind of dog do you have? I'm assuming you're talking about my Axel, the dachshund. I don't have my own dog. If you were a doll, what accessory would you come with? Something nerdy. A calculator. A microscope. Probably like a microscope. Or a Blue Yeti microphone. I have a lot of different personalities. I wear a lot of different hats. What's your best trivia flex? I don't really know what that means. But like my best category is probably geography. Yeah. How are you doing lately? Good-ish. Long story of things that I will not be talking about on my channel. But other than some things really, really good. So I can separate the bad and the really, really good. So I am doing well. Yeah. Do you do gymnastics? I mean, I did until I was 12. I want to start again. I'm gonna find a place for adult gymnastics and I'm gonna do it. I love gymnastics. How many pets do you have? I only have my kitty cat Fletcher. I think in the slideshow that I posted on Instagram, I also posted a picture of my brother's dog. She's like a big super mutt dog. So she's also not my dog, but I just have Fletcher, my favorite kitty cat. Okay, a lot of repeats. How old are you? That's funny that I'm answering this after an hour and 9 minutes. I'm 25. 25 years old. What is that adorable sausage dog's name? Axel. What is your favorite world flag? Well, that's a good one. What is my favorite world flag? It might be Seychelles. That's such a random one, but it's my favorite flag. Do you want me to show you the flag of Seychelles? It's gonna be your favorite flag too, okay? Show me the flag. So cool. If it was different colors, it would by far be my favorite because those are just like primary colors, which are kind of boring. most unexpected thing about you? I don't know. What do you expect about me? It's kind of hard to come up with unexpected things about yourself because you're like, well, I'm myself. I don't know. Do I come across as super shy on YouTube because I'm really shy? I don't know. It's easy to sit here and like talk to myself, but I'm pretty shy in person. I don't know. I would need to know what you expect about me to tell you. What is the thing you're most curious about? Ooh, everything. The way the world works, what the past was like, what the future is going to be like. Is there life in outer space? The way that human brains function and how they work, how every human ends up with the same arrangement of organs and bones and skin and tissues, and why does that all happen the same way for everybody? I'm curious about a lot of things. I'm a very curious person. Where do we go when we die? How did religion come about? How did we decide on religions, and why do some people believe in one religion and others believe in another? Why? So many things. Oh my god, the next question is, are you religious? That's funny. That's a loaded question, I don't know. What I can say for sure is that I am not like, this is my religion. I am Catholic. I believe Catholic things. No. I believe in something. I choose to believe in something, in religion, in like a god or god-like figure. I pray. I do. I like to believe that there's a heaven. That's about it. But I don't believe in like the Bible stories necessarily. I also extremely, extremely disagree with a lot of these sentiments that very religious people seem to have. I think it just comes down to being a critical thinker, and I'm kind of realizing that like if you've never questioned religion, if you've never questioned your religion that you grew up in, you may not be capable of critical thinking. I'm gonna let that sink in. If you never questioned something that you've just been told your whole life and that you've never seen with your own eyes, you're not capable of critical thinking. So I think it's only natural to like question, why is it that there are so many different religions in different parts of the world, and clearly not everybody is right? Why are you so self-entitled and arrogant to think that you are right? That because you just so happened to be born in this one place and raised in a family with this religion, that that is the correct one? That is extremely naive and arrogant. If there is a religion, 99.9% chance it's not the one you believe in. So I don't know, I think it's just me being like, thinking critically. Maybe there will come a time when I'm more religious or less religious, but I've just been thinking a box. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. Sorry. Moving on. What cities have you visited during your trips to Switzerland? Nice and lighthearted. I always go to Zurich because that's where my family is. That's where, near where my dad grew up. My grandma lives in Bachenbulach, is what it's called. Bachenbulach. If you are from there, let me know, because I've never heard of it except for the fact that she lives there. Which it's near Zurich. So I know Zurich very well. I've been to Lucerne. I have family friends that live in Fribourg. Technically, they live in Marly. Well, they don't anymore. They had a house in Marly, Switzerland. Again, if you've heard of it, I don't know. But I really haven't been anywhere else, which is funny that I've been to Switzerland 6 times or more, and I've never been to Bern, the capital. I've never been to Geneva. I've never stopped and stayed in the Italian part of Switzerland. I've driven through it. So Zurich, Lucerne are the cities that I know really well, and then I've been to the French part, Fribourg, Gruyere, that area. But yeah. We are almost done, you guys. I guess the last question that's actually unique, that's different, is what is your favorite part of being in school again? First of all, friends. I love having friends that are doing the same thing as me. I have made a couple of really, really, really close friends through school, and I think it's just because we are very like-minded. We went into the same graduate program, so we see eye to eye on a lot of things, and we just have so much to talk about because we're doing the same thing with our lives right now. So I love that. I love it. I think the main thing I love is being back to having a beginning and an end to things. When you're working full time, it just feels like you continue doing the same thing until you die. You don't get summer break. You don't finish something. There was never a time in my 3 years of working that I was done with something and didn't need to worry about it anymore. And I really like being back to that feeling in school where it's you study for a test, and then it's over, and you feel so good that it's over, and then you start learning something new. Or you work your ass off, you take finals, and then it's Christmas break, and you don't have to worry about anything to do with school, and it feels really good. So I like that beginning and end thing. Look at my arm muscles. Yeah, that's what I like. That being said, it'll also be nice when it's over. So, yeah. Okay, I think that is all of my questions. Most of them are things I've gotten before. A lot of them are not, so love that. I hope you enjoyed my answers. This was an hour and 20-minute video. Will I do timestamps? That's a great question. I don't know. I feel like I would like to, just because when I watch a Q&A, it's nice to have timestamps, especially if there's something you want to know about somebody. You want to go and see, the timestamps. So we'll see. I'll see if I have 7 hours to do that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. Yay! If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe, because I just realized that I have several 100,000 returning viewers,